Welcome back to Turner Farms, ladies and gentlemen. And today, well, as you can see, we got an empty pen here. First time in my life there's been no cattle on this side of the road. This is the west side of the farm here. Side of the road where I live on with my parents. And there's no cattle in here. We moved the rest of them out yesterday, all of them across the road. But this is the first time in my life there hasn't been any cattle over here. Excuse me. And the reason for that is right here. This old barn here is pretty dilapidated. It's not new anymore. I ripped the haymow floor out of it over the summer, you could say. So it's different in here, to say the least. But it's a lot nicer, actually. I've had the cattle out of the other side over here for a little while, and I've actually got the concrete all ripped up. I had it nice and leveled out, but then I had Ronnie come in here at the skid steer and grabbed some beams and whatnot. But I don't know how well the phone can capture it. I can see pretty good through the phone, but we can see up in that corner there, the wall's pushing out pretty hard because the beams are out in there. But that's just the story of this barn. It's not new anymore. You can see the big beams up there. That used to be how high the haymow floor was. But yeah. So now the cattle are all out of here. I'm gonna get it cleaned up in here, obviously. Sorry about that, I didn't realize I had a call come in. Anyway, obviously the cattle aren't in here now. I'm going to continue cleaning out this side of the barn. These blocks are all going to come out of here. This whole section here is going to disappear. The water and electric is going to get moved up against that door. So, flip you guys around here again and kind of give you a quick showdown. There sits the water. The water comes straight up from there. I want to move it back. I'm not sure how I want to do it. I think I'm going to keep it basically the way it is now and just move it back up. Have enough room by that door there. What I'll end up doing is leaving 2 blocks like this, just push it up against the door. Have it just as wide as the door there. So basically you walk in, the water's right there, the fence is right there, the electric's right there. I'm going to redo all that. I had it wired up just so it would work. So the fence would work, and the nightlight up there would stay on. But anyway, yeah, this space is all going to go bye-bye, and there's going to be a permanent wall put here. But first, we got to rip up the floor, because this floor is so uneven, so unlevel, in so many different ways, and whatnot. But we're going to get the floor ripped up, we're going to put concrete down. Once, I'm going to end up having to move water and electric this way. Obviously the electric's still on right now, and I think the water's still on. We just moved them out last night, so yeah, that's what's going on here though. And for those of you wondering, obviously no, we are not getting out of cattle. It's just we kind of been slowing down on buying this year to kind of help with this, because right now I'm packing the younger stock over in that pen there, what I'm going to call right now the pole shed group, because obviously there's a pole shed right there they're staying in. So that's what's going on there right now. I gotta pick up my belt for my combine, but we're going to get this all done up nice. I'm hoping to have this barn tore down. We don't get the barn. I really want the barn down this year. That's the biggest thing. There's some beams there too, but I want the barn down. I want a new roof put up there. What we're going to do is we're just going to leave the concrete foundation the way it is, and we're going to get some beams made, or some trusses made. Been struggling half the summer to try to get someone to call us back and had trusses made. So for whatever reason, it's been difficult. to try to get people to respond or even consider doing the job for us. So we'll keep on it. But since we're over here, this here is our young stock. There are all assortments of different ages, because that's just the way it is for right now. I threw some 2x6s up to keep them in here, otherwise they'll get out in that guardrail there. But yeah, and then there's some guys over there that, like that black guy there, he just got moved over there yesterday. So, but that's what's going on. And I got a little concrete pile here for right now because, well, the place we usually haul our concrete chunks to is only open during the weekday, and I'm not around during the weekday. So, but starting this week, I get Fridays off of school now, so I might be able to end up hauling that one of these days. So that's what's going on around here as of right now. So yeah, I got a feeder house belt for my combine I brought home from work. Actually had to order it. I was kind of disappointed. I was really hoping they'd have it in stock, but they didn't. Don't bug me none. Not like I need it right now, but anyway, I'm probably gonna go clean out manure out of that barn, at least for a little bit. There's a lot of traffic all of a sudden. So, and I'll show you guys my new purchase quick, I guess. And there's our 1066, which I think I vaguely talked about. I'll include the video, if I did film one, of that tractor in before this or after this. Right here is my new purchase. I bought myself another 1020. I got that shield. I just had it off to lube that chain up and check it out over. Anyway, it's a 15-foot 1020 Case IH. I kind of threw miscellaneous sickle sections. Those ones that are shining down there are new, but this header, I'm just going to get it together so it works good. Spare sickle sections and guards and such. The other header back there, which is the first one I bought, the 20-footer, that's going to get pretty much rebuilt, cutting bar, cutting edge, whatever. And then I'm going to list it for sale because I want a 15-footer. I still got to order that belt. It's not terrible, but it's going to go eventually. But, excuse me, this header works great. It's what I've been wanting. Just, unfortunately, I accidentally bought that one, along with the header cart that's on. So, yeah. So that's what this thing's doing here. And you can see our disaster of a bean field back there. Yeah, fortunately it didn't get sprayed in a timely manner, and that's what happened. But anyway, this is the 20-footer I bought. It's actually a really solid header for what it is. The biggest thing that needs done to it is it needs new fingers, new bushings there and whatnot. The unfortunate thing is I can't get those bushing, or yeah, these bushing pieces. I can't get the whole kit for the finger, I should say. I could probably get pieces individually, but I can't get them as a whole kit, which I was hoping to get, but there's a handful missing here. I gotta get all new skid plates. That's why there's no guards on right now. I gotta continue putting sickle sections on up there too. I'll wait to do that until I get the rest of the parts. And then I think it did develop, one of the hoses I think down in here was leaking when I ran the reel last. Otherwise everything works great. There's a couple, you know, miscellaneous teeth like there and whatever, but there's none that are actually missing. They're all there, it's just some are cut a little short. But I mean, the auger's in great shape otherwise, and the header itself actually isn't that bad. It's just I don't need a 20-footer right now. I might keep it. I'm gonna list it for sale. Nobody bites, nobody bites. If somebody does, hey, by all means. But that's what's going on there. So, but we're gearing up to get ready to probably do high moisture corn first, and then beans will be right around the corner. As we can see, I got my corn head on my combine right now. I gotta go through and get the combine set up for high moisture corn, which I've gotten a buttload of suggestions, which I'm thankful for, on how to properly set it up for high moisture corn. Open the concaves up, whatever else, and just let her eat, because it's going to take a lot of volume to run that high moisture corn through there. It's going to get ground up for feed anyway. I don't really care how dirty it is, so hopefully we'll see how that goes. Unfortunately, that's all I got for now, though. Well, today is the day. Unfortunately, I can't get my drone up. DJI is being a pain in my rear, but we're gonna give her a tug, see what happens here. That's what I thought. Alright, we'll try it again. I don't think we're going to go anywhere though, because that chain up there is about ready to pull through, but I can't get it out. So, I don't have high hopes, and I want to get away from that cable. Yeah, that's what I thought. Well, third time's the charm. Yeah, I was afraid of that. Well, we got a little different tactic this time. We'll see what it does. Alright, we'll do that. And she's down. Well, I got some tin to remove. Well, in we go. These barn boards are still good. I'll probably end up taking them off. Oh, neat little hay. Probably come up here and grab this before somebody gets mad it's still on there. Oh, there we go. Put that in the new building. Well, there's the peak. There's the door, which I was hoping would be saved. Cool. Oh yeah, there's another door here actually. Or no, it's a door here? I don't remember. No, that's gotta be the door. It's probably all pinched in together now. Cool though. Got some cleanup ahead of us though. Okay, so me and Ronnie are working here at, well, taking part of this barn. Now, I shouldn't be standing underneath here, especially with him getting ready to plow into here, but I told him to be careful because I kind of want to save that big door there and a couple of these beams here and some of this wood over here. Well, he just keeps pulling the damn thing that way, so yeah, we're making progress. We got majority of the tin off the roof. There's a few sheets like right there that you gotta grab, and whatever's up there on the weak part of the roof, which I'm not stepping on. What? Okay. So then I got the rails right here, those right down the center. So yeah, that's what's going on here. He's just filling up the dump trailer. Once it gets that full, I'm going to call it a night. You can't see the lightning in the background. There's another storm coming our way, of course. So, yeah. That's about all I have for right now.
How many were in that last one?
I don't